4 years, $140 million contract extension. Adam Schefter reporting this morning with the Minnesota Vikings, including $110 million guaranteed. That will make him not only the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history, but the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. $88.7 million, a little more than that, due at signing, the highest non-quarterback guarantee at signing in NFL history. So here we go. The question becomes, this is all well and good. Justin Jefferson's happy now, Joe. We're still unclear. Is it Sam Darnold starting the year at quarterback? Are they going to throw J.J. McCarthy to the Wolves? Are they going to take it slow, as I think they should with McCarthy? That would all indicate, at least I think to me, that this is like, I don't know, a 6 or 7 win team in not rebuild, but retool mode, right? Retooling around this contract extension for Justin Jefferson. They still sit at 6.5 wins, and Jefferson futures right around 1,275 yards, receiving yards, over under. He's 11-1, fifth shortest odds, tied for fifth shortest odds for receiving leader. And not coincidental, J.J. McCarthy plus 350 to be rookie passing leader. We talked about those rookie passing leader numbers, I want to say like a week and a half ago. I don't understand why McCarthy's are that short and why there's such a belief that McCarthy is going to, A, play enough to be that rookie passing leader, and B, play well enough when he does get in to be that rookie passing leader. Like, I know I've made it very clear that I'm out on J.J. McCarthy as a franchise quarterback. Justin Jefferson is not enough to drag J.J. McCarthy kicking and screaming towards being a rookie passing leader. Or, it's the old Giselle thing. He can't throw the ball and catch it. Well, Justin Jefferson can't throw the ball and catch it as well. Somebody's got to throw him the football if he's going to be receiving leader, even get up over that 1,275 number.
Well, this receiver is the biggest reason that the number is as short as it is. And it's also not known, official. They haven't come out and stated it like the Bears did that Caleb's going to be starting game 1 of the season. So we don't know for sure. We can have our ideas, our guesses. I also haven't seen him in camp. What if he kills it in camp? A lot of times that changes the conversation to the point where, okay, we've got to play you in the preseason. Maybe the plan was that we want to sit you and ride the pine. And it's always funny. Those are easy conversations before football happens. And then when you get a sample size, then when you see the guy that was supposed to be the holdover, the bridge for a year, they always say a year. When does that ever happen, by the way? Not very often. Where the bridge guy comes panic. In. Yes, correct. And whether it's injury related or it's a month of bad football, yes, I'm going to lose my job. Holy crap. We've got to just bring this guy in. He looks better. Also, sometimes you lose the team. The team knows which guy should be starting at quarterback.
If J.J. McCarthy is starting for 10 games, and let's again presume it's Darnold for the first 7 games, I'm not betting. You're right. If McCarthy's numbers are what they are, it's because of Justin Jefferson. But I'm not betting Justin Jefferson because I don't have any idea what the dynamic is going to be like with Darnold and or McCarthy. It's great for Vikings fans. Jefferson's happy. He got paid. But if you're a Vikings bettor, this doesn't change my approach to anything.
As someone who's followed this team my entire life, a season ticket holder at one point, I used to be a much bigger fan than I have been over the last 10 to 15 years for obvious reasons. I've come to hate the team, but it's a love-hate kind of thing. Like any sign of success, of course, I'm in. Not that I'm a win sock, but whatever. But I do believe I'm a realist. Everything that's happening with the organization, it's just not what I'm used to. It's not. They don't make correct decision after correct decision after correct decision. They usually find a way to bungle the whole thing. And it's been a while since I've said, oh, what a dumb thing. What a bad process. You took the wrong guy. It's everything I've wanted them to do, they've done. Like, get Caleb. They got Caleb. Get a Dunze. Get a Dunze. And just the way they built the team and building around the young quarterback, putting them in a position to succeed. Usually they're one of these organizations. Oh, we got the quarterback, so now let's work on the defense. No, that's not what you do. It's not you got a quarterback and he's going to be great and he's going to lift everybody up and it's his job to make everybody else better. No, you've got to help that quarterback. And this has always been something that this kind of organization is like, nope, not interested. We're the Bears. We have the best history, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, the history of that was at least a half a century ago. There's a reason why every 85 Bear that wants to talk into a microphone or on a television has that job because people still wax poetic about that roster. That was so long ago. I'm
40
old
years.
and I don't remember that year. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't old enough. My first memories were when it was all falling apart, when Peyton was retiring and all that. But it's just, yeah, I'm thrilled, man. And I think I'm kind of more interested in your perspective because for me, this is going to be exciting. I don't know that they're going to win the division. I think there's a possibility that they can. I think they're going to be competitive. I mean, who knows? A lot of times with these Hard Knocks years, you never know. Sometimes they disappoint, like where they end up being after getting pumped up on the Hard Knock stuff. A lot of times they end up being around 7-9, whatever. But I just think it's going to be really cool. It feels like the Bears are going to be cool again. They have not been cool in a long, long time.
Well, at the very least, they're going to be worth paying attention to. I think that's the key, right? Like, even if, like you said, they go 7-10 and it's only a marginal improvement over last year because it's a rookie quarterback, maybe he has his struggles, whatever. However, you want to build the narrative of how the record turns out this year, short of, well, no, I would say even if they end up a 4-13 disaster, it's still going to be worth watching because it's Caleb Williams, because they've added all the talent, because it should start to come together. And like you said, a lot of Bears fans are looking at it and saying, man, they've made a few big decisions in a row and haven't screwed them up. This is something. So, they had fallen behind in the NFC North. Again, this is an outsider's perspective, but they had fallen behind in the NFC North to the point where they were an afterthought for the last 5-10 years, maybe longer, depending on how you stacked up the division in any given year, depending on how you stacked up the quarterbacks. The Rodgers led Packers for how long were the dominant team in the division. And yeah, I guess there were years where the Lions were a joke as well, but it really felt like it was difficult for the Bears to even be a part of the story in the NFC North, let alone the NFC or the NFL as a whole. And they are now front and center. You've got the first overall draft pick. He's supposed to be a stud quarterback. And you mentioned all the right decisions they've been making. Well, now every decision, whether it's right or wrong, is going to be dissected via the HBO cameras and microphones. Again, depending on the editing process, we'll see how that goes. I'm sure nobody wants to bury them, but it's going to be something to watch how this organization, I think, handles the not just, people in Chicago are paying attention to us aspect, but the entire league is paying attention to us now.
Under the last president, there's no way this happens. And I know most people don't know who the Bears president is. Now it's Kevin Warren. He used to run the Big Ten, and he's got a lot on his hands, and he's working on a stadium deal. There's that. He likes the publicity. He's probably why this is happening. But, man, I can't wait. There are a lot. It's not only is it, I feel like, they can get 9 wins to go over the win total, and I think it would be viewed as a good year. Like, then, okay, the next year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But it's also a cool year to do this because a big storyline is going to be the Hall of Fame. There are 7 players entering the Hall of Fame. 3 are viewed as Bears. Maybe you would argue Julius Pepper's not more of a Panther early on in his career, but he was great with the Bears too. He was fantastic for those years when he joined over in free agency. And then you've got Devin Hester, and then you've got Steve McMichael. Like, I think that's going to be a big part of Hard Knocks. And we always have hot takes, right? Oh, you get a glimpse behind the scenes, something you never saw before. And in their new facilities, 99.9% of Bears fans have no idea what's there. They've not
Right.
seen it. Everything is shut down. You can't film anything unless you're allowed to. They don't let you show anything at practice if you're covering the team. You can't say anything about it. So I think that part is going to be cool. That experience, along with the rest of America, Bears fans are going to be able to see
Yeah.
what the hell's going on at their new facilities. But there are always hot takes. And I have a feeling that I'm going to want to fire Eberflus before they play a game with Caleb Williams.
After the halftime of the Hall of Fame game,
I've
Joe's
kind of
gonna be on the
wanted
fire
him fired.
Eberflus train.
I kind of wanted him gone. Like, I'm like, why are we bringing this guy back? Is he really the CEO? Like, they're thinking, is he really going to be a Tomlin type? Whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever. The little I've seen, it seems like he's a bit of a uniter, that the players do like him. It's just, It's counter to what the rest of the league is doing. You get that offensive genius, and you're never going to lose that offensive genius because he's your head coach and your play caller.
Right.
Okay, we'll see if it works. We'll see if Waldron works. But you know what I'm saying? Like the Hard Knocks, people fell in love with Dan Campbell, and you see different coaches. It's a love or hate
strike
thing.
me as the personality who's going to seem magnetic on camera for Hard Knocks, right?
Like, I think people are going to say this guy's a clown. Like, oh, he's the
I don't know if it'll be clown or if it'll be, hey, what's up with the piece of dry white toast that's on screen right now and labeled Bears head coach? I mean, that's the outsider's perspective anyway. I'm a big dummy, Joe, and I took the Braves in Survivor despite the protestations of my friends on the BetQL daily text chat who said, maybe Toronto. Maybe, I don't know. There's just somebody out there, right? Don't do Atlanta. The Acuna thing's too new. And don't do that. It's a 7-game week. Don't do that, Chris. And like a big idiot, I took the Braves anyway. And like 25 other people in your Survivor poll took a strike for it. And I'm now on the precipice of elimination.
What are you thinking?
They're the Atlanta freaking Braves. That's what I was thinking.
It was almost like the only way to go wrong this week. Like of all the teams that were picked, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I wasn't 12, let's be clear.
Of the top 12 picks, one team had a losing week. One.
Yeah, and it was the Braves. Yeah.
It was.
I couldn't go Cleveland because I had taken Cleveland earlier, right? They were the second most popular pick.
There we go.
I could have gone Toronto, and you guys are going to laugh because, the Blue Jays have the Pirates for 3, and Chris, the big pirate hater that he is, who flails in the wind with whichever direction the Pirates are going, could have picked against his Pirates. And he didn't. And Toronto goes 5-1, including taking 2 out of 3 from the Pirates over the weekend. So, yeah, I blew it. And now I'm 2 strikes in and very close to elimination and have to figure out what the hell to do with this week.
Oh, you're not out. I'm glad
2
you're
strikes.
not out. Okay. I'm glad. I thought it was going to be the third. I thought it was the third.
Well, yeah,
why are you laughing at that?
Extend
I don't want
my
you
pain.
eliminated.
Yeah, that's why you like the fact that I'm still alive, so you can watch me just agonize over this stupid thing and for another few weeks.
I mean, I want you to have a run. I don't want you to be eliminated and then it's not a conversation piece on the show because you're mad about the situation, that you're mad about the Braves and what the first next was.
This is the second time. Look, for someone who grew up a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, you talk about growing up a Bears fan. I grew up a Pirates fan, Joe. And so 1992 was
a great year.
32 years ago. Yeah, wonderful, wasn't it?
Year.
Still feels like yesterday. And if the Braves have not ripped my heart out multiple times in my life already, this is to a lesser degree. It's a Survivor contest, but they managed to just try and pick at the scab just a little bit, just to say, hey, yeah, remember us? We're the ones that ruined your baseball fandom 30 years ago. We're back to ruin this week for you, too.